Today in history. It is July 7th, and our journey to the past will continue.
We have 3 events, as a matter of fact, today. A busy day in Today in History. We'll get to those in just a moment, but first, here is my quiz question. The beloved wooden puppet Pinocchio was created by, number 1, Geppetto, or number 2, Gargamel. The question again, the beloved wooden puppet Pinocchio was created by number 1, Geppetto, or number 2, Gargamel. So if you know the answer, you can put it on our Bandi board, or you can also text in on your cell phone, pounder sharp 1045 for 51 to win an Usan.
Okay, so like Steve says, we're going to be pretty busy talking about all these items today. So here are those 3 items.
Today in history. In 1550, chocolate was first introduced. In 1881, Pinocchio was published. And in 1928, sliced bread was sold for the first time.
자, 무려 1550년까지 거슬러 올라갑니다. 1550년 7월 7일에는 초콜릿이 처음으로 세상에 소개된 날이기도 하고요. 1881년 7월 7일에는 피노키오가 처음 출간된 날이기도 합니다. 출판된 날이죠. 1928년 7월 7일. 자, 처음으로 빵이 이렇게 조각조각 썰어서 판매된 날이기도 합니다. So today's journey will begin in the past with one of the most favorite foods in the world. Chocolate or chocolate?
Chocolate. Are you a chocolate lover?
Yes, so I think you can say that.
Yeah,
like that, yes.
I have cravings like once every 6 months. Generally speaking, I don't eat chocolate that much.
I'm more like that too.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, but when I do, oh, look out. Yeah. All right, well, native to Central and South America, this mega popular food is estimated to have been produced and consumed as far back as 1250 BC.
기원전 1250년으로 거슬러 올라가는군요. And back then, cacao beans were so valuable that they were actually used as currency in some civilizations.
Interesting, right? Now, chocolate was first put into the international spotlight by Christopher Columbus and Hernan Cortes, who highlighted the popularity and medical benefits of chocolate.
Wow. And it was on this day in 1550 when the craze for chocolate kicked off, with this day being informally designated as Chocolate Day.
I wonder what husbands used to apologize to their wives with before 1250 BC.
그러네요.
It wasn't chocolate, right?
그러니까 초콜릿은 아니었겠고.
Some sort of root from the ground or something. I'm sorry.
그럼 더 화내 막.
Anyway, yeah, I guess like I said, I'm a chocolate fan, but only from time to time. Yeah.
Good.
All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about Pinocchio now. The 19th century, an icon in modern popular culture, was first published, right?
Written by an Italian author, Carlo Collodi, Pinocchio's first half was originally a serial. Okay, and with complete work being published in 1883.
And as we all know, Pinocchio is the story of a wooden puppet created by his father, Geppetto. Pinocchio is known to be the origin of popular ideas such as a liar's long nose. The story has been translated in more than into 240 languages. Wow, that's according to UNESCO, making it the most translated and most read non-religious book of all time.
와, 그러니까 종교 관련된 서적을 제외하고는 가장 많은 언어로 번역이 되고 또 가장 많이 읽힌 책이 바로 이 피노키오가 되겠습니다. Somebody's nose is growing. 이렇게 말하게 될 때. Well, when it actually comes as no surprise as the story is considered a canonical piece. Is it canonical?
Okay.
A piece of children's literature and has inspired hundreds of new editions, stage plays, merchandising, and movies such as Walt Disney's iconic animated version released in 1940.
Okay, so now we have a clip, and the 1940 Pinocchio has been called one of the greatest animated films of all time, and it is often held as a standard for all animated films that have come after it. So enjoy this musical clip from called When You Wish Upon a Star.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you
저 피노키오의 양심을 상징하죠. Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
네, 저 귀뚜라미가 부른 노래. This original song, its original song "When You Wish Upon a Star" not only became a hit tune in the film industry, but also Walt Disney's trademark song.
You know, to be honest, I knew that was Disney's trademark song, but I didn't know which film it came from. I didn't know it was Pinocchio. Yeah, I never thought about it, actually. All right, so let's move from Pinocchio to which I believe was the 19th century, to the 20th century, when one of the most staple daily products was sold for the first time.
And we're going to be talking about 빵 today. So that's none other than sliced bread, which was commercialized as clean-made sliced bread, and it was advertised as the greatest forward step in the baking industry. Sliced bread was wrapped.
And you remember when we talked about
Since bread was wrapped, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you remember when we talked about the expression, the greatest thing since sliced bread? And when
That's
that
right.
came from,
Right,
Yeah.
맞아요.
So this, of course, led to that expression, to the birth of that expression as well. Yeah, all right. Well, that's going to do it for today in history. But before we wrap things up, the answer to the quiz question. The question was, the beloved wooden puppet Pinocchio was created by... And the answer would be number 1, Geppetto.
네, 제페토 할아버지가 만드신 피노키오였잖아요.
Okay, that's it for today in history. When we come back, it's Sports World time. Paul Kim joins us in the studio. Now, we heard the original clip from When You Wish Upon a Star, and now this is NSYNC's version. Enjoy.